playing Farming Simulator 19 on Chippewa County, and yes, everyone, I'm watching the dancing object here that just went floating past the screen here. We're going to be doing some harvesting here again this episode, getting back into the harvesting side of things. We still got a couple of fields left that need to be harvested yet, namely the big cornfield. So hopefully we're going to be running 2 combines on that here today. We got both grain carts lined up over here ready to go as well. And yeah, like I said, when I was just looking at the dancing object that went floating past. Wonder where that came from. Yeah, there's only one piece of equipment I'm running here at the moment that I know of. I think this is the only one I have going, and that's the fertilizer spreader. I figured I better try to keep him going a little bit. I do want to get the fields fertilized here. Seems like I'm always complaining about having to wait on them, so... yeah, apparently that floating object must be associated with a pterogator. I noted this before when I've seen it before. I just wasn't sure what was causing that. That is interesting, just a mite interesting. So anyway, let's get started on the harvest here. Let's get a courseplay course started here first. And as I noted, everyone, it's been a while since we've ran 2 combines on 1 field, so this should be a mite interesting. I don't know that courseplay has really improved as far as operating on 2 or with more than 1 piece of equipment on a field, but we'll see once what happens. Been kind of itching to try this. So, course generation. Field 21. That's a fairly decent sized field here, everyone, so hopefully it'll go pretty good. Let's see, what's our 2 headland? Yeah, 2 headland passes should be pretty good. We'll bump that down to an even 12 meters. We're going to do multiple tools, 2. And that should be pretty good, I think. Yeah, let's do, because keep in mind, everyone, 2 headlands. That'll be a grand total of 4 headlands, because both combines will be running around it, so that should be pretty good. And we'll generate the course here, see what we end up with. It should actually be a relatively simple course, because, again, multiple combines on it. Okay, let's save that here a minute. Farm 4, field 21, 12 meter harvest times 2. Or actually, how do I know there's a typical way? 12 meter harvest times 2 there? Maybe, yeah, sure, something like that. Just so I know I've got to run 2 combines on this course. We're going to put you 1 to the left and drive the course. Okay, there we go. Oh, you know what? And we want to turn on a couple of things here first before I forget, everyone. We want to make sure vehicle convoy mode is active here. This will prevent the combine that is behind this run from passing it, in theory. Let's see, what's our vehicle convoy? Yes, there's the option I want. 100 meters. Can we crank that up to like 200? Yes, further back the better, everyone. Further back the better. So let's go get the other combine here. And then we'll get the grain carts going here as well. Ooh, you know what? I don't think I have grain cart courses for this field, do I? I don't think I do. Like a relatively flat ditch here. We could probably get some courseplay courses set up. We'll see if we get a full-blown courseplay course set up here for this field. Harvesting, grain carts, and the truck as well. So, if we get everything going, that'll be pretty good, I think. Okay, let's load up the course here. Farm 4, probably down near the bottom. 21 is 12 meter harvest times 2. Perfect. Now, vehicle convoy is going to be active, and don't know if you have to have both of them set to the same or not, if just set 1, but we'll just we'll make sure they're both set. And all the other options here, I think, would be good. Yeah, you are 1 to the right. Symmetric lane change. I'm pretty sure we want that deactivated. I can never remember that option, everyone. But pretty sure deactivated is the right option there. It's going to affect which lane the combine chooses when they start going up and down the rows here. And basically, can we get... trying to think how to describe this here. If we bring that up, yes. Okay, so when the combine's going up and down these fields here, if you turn on the symmetric lane change, he's going to stay on, say, the right side all the time, versus now he's going to flip left and right, if that makes sense. So, and that is exactly what we want him to do. So anyway, first waypoint, drive the course. Turn that off, we don't need that on. And I think I got everything else on already, right? One to the right. And you should be stopped during unloading is active. Pathfinding should be off already. Make sure we got all that nonsense turned off here. Pathfinding is deactivated. Okay, good. Actually should be a fairly simple field here. I don't think there's any real gotchas on this field that I know of, everyone. So like I said, should be pretty quick, simple, and painless, hopefully. Guess we'll find out. So let's go grab a tractor here. And a grain cart, of course. And we'll make a quick and simple horseplay course here for unloading the combines. And like I said, I'm planning on having both quad tracks here running on the field, so... And this looks like a pretty good spot to start a course recording. Keep in mind when you're doing these grain cart courses, everyone, course play, at least in my experience, doesn't start at the first waypoint sometimes. So I like to leave a lot of padding between the first waypoint and wherever I put the waiting point. Speaking of putting the waiting point, I should have probably like parked a truck or something so I know where it's going to be and to make sure it's going to work. Because, yeah, right in the middle of the ditch there. Yeah, course play will love that. Course play is going to love it. Not sure how else to do that, everyone, so we're going to go with it. Waiting point. Pull back away. And stop the course, and we'll save that as Farm 4, Field 21. Unload. Tractor. And drive course. Let's see. I think we got a waiting point set on this already, right? Minute 45. Probably, actually, to be honest, is not quite enough, but we'll go with it here, see what happens. And, of course, for this, everyone, I really want to make sure I'm using the auto mode for finding the combines here. If you manually select the combines here, well, yeah, two combines. You're gonna have to select one with one and one with the other one. It's just, yeah, just let Courseplay figure it out. Hopefully it'll go good. What could go wrong with Courseplay figuring it out, right? Okay, all the way down to the bottom of the Courseplay course here again. Unload tractor. I got a Farm 2 Field 10 unload tractor course down here. I think I made another one of those, didn't I? I bet I did. Farm 10 unload. I did. Because I got it named wrong, everyone. It's way down there. Okay. Hard to get good help nowadays. Hard to get good help. Ooh. That tractor's parked there. Let's go get the truck underneath of it here a minute, everyone. Take the opportunity while we have it. Fortunately, that doesn't mean he's going to sit there for a minute and 45 seconds. I've said this before, everyone, and I still don't understand how or why, but sometimes when you tell Courseplay to start a grain cart course like this, and you've seen it many times on this channel before, Courseplay will immediately go and unload the combine, or just sit there and wait for the combine to get full, right, depending on where the combine's at. Other times, like this time, it will go and run the course. It's like, really, Courseplay? You don't need to go and run the course. And this doesn't look like a good alignment here, to be honest. It's probably actually be better if there's a little bit in the grain cart so we know it's actually going to work. Wonder if a certain smoothing tool would help with the situation here. May have to try that. Come on, Courseplay. Both combines need to be unloaded. And you got to go pretend to drive the course? Seriously? We'll watch and see what this one does. Okay, should be good to go. Drive course. He's actually going to go to the next closest. Okay. No combine. Yeah, okay, everyone, look, he's just going to sit there and wait. And, of course, the combine's already full, so he's going to take off, which is good. That's what we want him to do. Okay, if we're going to get this to work, everyone, I think we need to do a little terraforming here. I don't know if it'll let us do this or not, but we're going to attempt to make this work here. So let's crank up the strength here. Nope, that's wrong button. Let's see what's here. Change strength. No, that should have worked. Why didn't it? There we go. Okay, and well, let's see what happens. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good, I think. Try not to get in the field here too much, although I guess, again, everyone, technically it won't matter because I don't plan on playing on this map another year, so, you know, if we wreck the field, it's not technically going to matter. Kind of takes care of the bushes on the field. That's kind of a little bit too bad, I suppose. Do the same thing on this side. Just see if I can get... I need a spot to turn around here as well, so... Okay. Oops. Might have buried it up to the axles here. Don't worry, as soon as we move, yep, there it goes. Should pop back out. Okay, now we should be good. Actually, it'd be kind of nice if we actually had the tractor back here, but let's take our chances. Fire the truck up and see what happens. Hopefully we got enough room to turn around here. No, we're just going to borrow a little bit of this field. I happen to know if you turn a little too sharp with this truck here, it doesn't like it, at least not with this trailer anyway. The whole thing will go flying all over the place, so... Definitely not a what I would call a good combination, shall we say. And once they're running on this field, by the way, we'll get going on the soybeans here as well. And yes, we'll put that Balzer 2000 grain cart to work here. We'll see once if it's going to work here or not. In case you can't tell, I think I have my answer, but, you know, better do a little more testing to make sure, right? So, of course, they seem to be running just fine with it. And of course, I think Courseplay seemed like it was doing fine with this unload trigger here. I was a little concerned about that, given how large, small the unload trigger on this silo setup is. Yeah, like I said, Courseplay doesn't seem to be having any problems with it, so that's good. And again, by the way, when you're creating an unload course like this, you don't have to do any waiting points or anything like that, typically, unless you got some sort of special situation where you just cannot get Courseplay to detect the unload spot. Then, yes, you might have to do something like a waiting point, but otherwise, nope. Okay, back to the field. We'll check on the combines and see the one is... Oh, the one is in traffic. Oh, they're both in traffic. Oh, boy. We'll see how Courseplay is handling the unload situation here. Yeah, can you believe that farmer down there just leaving his trucks parked along the edge of the road like that? Ah, terrible. Terrible. Probably should have smoothed out just a little bit further here. Okay, that should be pretty good. We'll save that here as Farm 4. Field 21, unload truck. And you can drive the course. Okay, what's going on with the combines here? We got some blinking in traffic errors coming up. Looks like you got pathfinding activated there, Courseplay. How did this happen? I guess I checked it on the one combine, didn't I? When I didn't check it on the other combine, did I? Of course, one thing with these RX tractors here, when pulling the grain carts, these RX tractors will pretty much tell the combine where to go. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Just, you just, stay right here there. Of course, I don't need to be doing whatever nonsense you're about to do there. Okay. Probably did the same thing over there from the looks of it. Let's, sort you out a minute, because you should not have done what you just did there. Ah, Pathfinder is activated, eh? That's interesting. I wonder how that got activated, because that was off. I thought once you turned it off, it stayed off, but I guess not. Oh my goodness, Courseplay, what are you doing? Pathfinding is off on this one. Okay, let's get the grain cart out of the way here. I don't exactly know what happened here. That's kind of weird because the pipe is on the other side. So, yeah. And Pathfinder was turned off here as well, right? It is. Probably should make sure it's off on the other RX here as well a minute. Oh, that might be why. Is this the one that went and drove the course? Yeah, you sit on the first waypoint, so that might be why. Oh, come on. What are you doing, course play? You're not seriously going to go run the course, are you? Yeah, he's going to go run the course, isn't he? And I probably cannot get that out of its, stop. Unload the course. You really don't need to be going and driving the course. Wonder if we reload this, if that can get him to, like, reset or something here a minute. Let's try that. All the way back down to the bottom here. Unload tractor. Drive course. Nope, he's got it stuck. He is going to go drive that course. Stupid course play. Oh, well. He doesn't run it in the combine on his way back up there. Oh, well. Yeah, if anyone knows why courseplay does that sometimes, I've heard some pretty good theories in the past, everyone. Pretty much we've debunked them all at this point, so I don't know, just a fluke of course. Oh, and it's going to do 6 miles all the way up there too yet. Bloody awful. Oh, well. Guess the other grain cart's just going to have to work a little extra overtime here for a few minutes while this one just fiddles around. Why he's doing that? Continue. No. Yeah, once he gets in his head, he's going to do that. It just is pretty much what it's going to do. So, oh well, we'll leave him to it. Oh, this other grain cart's taken off already. Okay, look out. Yeah, we should have plenty of room along the edge of this field here for unloading, so that should be good. Ew, side offset, huh? Where did that come from? That's interesting. Should be 11 meters. Okay. Oh, and did I check pathfinding is... Oh, pathfinding is activated here. Okay, looks like I'm going to have to go through like all the settings here for some reason. I don't know why. I thought courseplay was saving these settings, but maybe not. Also, aren't you supposed to... Oh, yeah. Stop during unloading. Okay, I'm going to have to, like, check all the settings here, apparently. Courseplay's not saving any of these. And actually, what it's probably doing, it's probably, nope, we're going to turn this on for you just to make it as annoying as possible. Okay, are you good there? Let's see, are we good here? Pathfinding is deactivated. 11-meter offset. Yeah, that should be good, I guess. Let's go check this other one here. Like, side offset. I wonder if maybe something like that. No, side offset's 11 meters. Okay. And pathfinding is indeed off. And I think I checked this with this combine already, but it is stop during unloading is active. Yes, that's what we want. And pathfinding is indeed off. Okay, I think, unless I missed something there, but I think I got all the settings finally, right? Guess we'll find out. So, again, just to recap everyone, in my... just from my experience, what I've seen so far, it seems like turning pathfinding off across the board is the best option. Also, stop during unloading. That'll help with some of the derpiness. And then what else do we have here? That's pretty much it. You might, at least with the these combines here, we do have to manually set the width there for some reason. I don't know why, but courseplay does not properly detect the length of that pipe, and it won't pull up to it properly. So, yeah, not much you can do about that. Okay, finally, everyone. Finally, I think we got that sorted. Let's go get some soybean harvesting going here. And nearest waypoint should be good. Now we need to get that Balzer grain cart unloaded here. So, by the way, for the Balzer grain cart here, as I noted here a few episodes back, everyone, we had quite a bit of problems with it with courseplay. In fact, it caused courseplay to crash the game. Yeah, we crashed the game, what, I don't know, half a dozen times or something like that there, everyone. Yeah, we broke it a bunch. So, I said during that episode, you know what, if I get time, I'll see if I can go fix this. So that is exactly what I did, everyone. Pulled this into Giants Editor. You know what, I can just actually have you drive the course. So yeah, pulled this into Giants Editor, checked the XML, did some tweaking on it, and you can just continue. There we go. Now he's rolling. I'll have to keep an eye on it, but like I said, it seems like it is Running vehicle request attempt to index field object a number value. House event. Not sure what that's about. Hopefully that's not from this grain cart. Wasn't noticing any errors before, so. But anyway, as to be expected, everyone. Yes, this pathetic excuse of a mod was full of problems. Full of problems. So. Basically what I did, everyone, is I went and looked at an in-game cart, in particular the Hallmaster. I went and looked at the Hallmaster, and I basically did the XML the same way the Hallmaster was. So the Balzer 2000 now has an XML like the Hallmaster. I then went through the i3D, fixed up some things like the tires. You notice the tires are no longer shiny. I still don't know why there's one tire. I think that was the dirt. Real Dirt mod caused that, from what I've been told. I think everyone. Real Dirt mod causes some tires to be darker or lighter than others, or not get dirty, apparently. So that's what's up with that. Redid the textures, updated the shaders. I don't know, you know what? Does this have lights? It does have lights. I never did check if they work. They do not work. Okay. Might have to go check that yet, everyone. Not that it's really that big of a deal. Oh, wait. Lights on this tractor don't work either? Am I doing something wrong here? Oh, course play. Duh. Yeah, I'm doing something wrong, everyone. Never mind me. So yeah, course play's driving, so I can't turn the flashes on, can I? See if this actually does work. I haven't actually checked the lights yet. They do work. What a surprise. See if I got the brake lights to flash. Oh, yep, there they go. Brake lights flash too. Cool. So yeah, this actually might be good for being released here at this point. I think we're pretty good. Yeah, ended up replacing. And something I actually noticed here as well, everyone. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure the tires on, I think it was this side here, were larger than the tires on this side. I was like, what? Because the tires on this side, I think, had a scale of 1.1. Tires on this side were scaled to 1. So not sure what's up with that. Hopefully they're actually both the same size now. I think they are, but yeah, there was some weird scaling issues going on with the tires, not to mention they were, yeah, definitely not Farming Simulator. Well, yeah, they were I don't know. They were from Giants, I'm pretty sure, but I don't know what the mod author did to them, but they really messed them up. That is for sure. So, on this mod, also, if we had used it long enough, everyone would have completely lost its paint, including the tires. The tires would have lost their paint as well. Don't you just hate it when your tires lose their paint? As I've noted before, everyone, you know, okay, the mod completely loses its paint. Does that really cause a problem with the game? No, it doesn't cause a problem with the game. The fact that the tires are shiny and would have lost their paint as well, does that cause a problem with the game? No, it doesn't. However, usually when mod authors do stupid stuff like that, they do other stupid stuff. Like having your game crash when you attempt to use the mod of course play because you didn't do your XML properly. So yeah. Boy, trying to remember what I all had to do this thing now, everyone. Oops, does that pipe light work, I wonder? I don't know if it's actually even programmed. Let's actually find out. With what the mod author apparently did to this thing won't surprise me. Oh, pipe light works. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. Okay. Cool. So anyway, like I said, everyone, some more testing. We'll make sure it works, and we'll probably get this released here at some point if anyone wants it here. This version should now work with course play. Yeah, it's got the updated tires on it, fixed a whole bunch of other texture problems and XML and stuff like that, so should all be good now, hopefully. Speaking of be good, how are we looking over here? Harvest is rolling, I guess. Where's that other grain cart? That other grain cart's still frickin' up here yet. My goodness, yeah. Someone needs to go tell Corsley to pull its thumb out of its hem. Yeah, that's right, Corsley. You better go unload that combine. It's sitting up here unloading into the truck when it doesn't need to. Ridiculous. How are we looking here? 70% already. Wow. Well, actually, that's right. I guess we started with some in there, didn't we? So that makes sense. Okay. And this combine's almost full, is ready. Keep in mind, everyone, these combines do have increased capacity on the grain tanks, so they do hold a fair amount. And in fact, that is 500 and... I don't know what that's going to end up being. Probably close to 600 bushels by the time it's full. 550 maybe? 550 bushels? That's going to be quite a bit. And then I think this one up here actually had an even larger grain tank, so it probably is 600 over here. Oh, good. Courseplay did drive back on the field there. I was wondering about that. Anytime Courseplay drives off the field, that means the auto search feature will not work. So very important that combines and the grain carts stay on the field. Yeah, if that other grain cart wasn't busy tootling around, I'd be over here by now unloading this combine, but... Well, looks like we're going to spend the entire episode here. I'm just making it around the field here. But other than the first initial derps there, and that was mostly because Courseplay must have turned those options on. I'm going to blame Courseplay for that, everyone, because, yeah, those options were turned off. They were staying off. So at some point along the way, Courseplay must decide, you know what, let's turn that on just to annoy Randy as much as possible. That'll be fun, right? Yeah. Okay, farm 3. Let's get this going here again as well. I think that was 10 meters. 10 meter plow. And you can drive the course. John Deere 6030 still pulling the plow there yet. Seems like it's doing a pretty good job. As I noted, I would hopefully get that tractor released here in the next few days here or so. Pretty sure it's ready to go at this point. Haven't heard anything bad about it here from the quality department, shall we say. Yeah, it's nice to see that Balzer are working on the field again. Well, anyway, on that note, I think with that, we're maybe going to wrap this episode up here. I'm going to let Courseplay continue on. I'll just continue babysitting here. We'll see what happens, and we'll probably come back next episode for some more harvesting. I definitely won't be finishing this between episodes, I doubt. So, yeah, we'll see how far Courseplay makes it. Once we're done with this field here, we do have another soybean field here. And then one more corn field back here. So we do have a little bit more harvesting to go yet. Getting fairly close to being done. And of course, when I say done, everyone, I'm also talking about being done with the map as well. So anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And thanks for watching, and until next time.